Yeah, getting the job was actually a lot of random luck. I had I was in college at the time, and I'd built this program called Graphics Basic, which was this little basic extension language for the Commodore 64, and I had sold it, the publishing rights to this company in California, and after we signed that deal, they said, "Hey, do you want a job?" So I thought, okay, well, that sounds fine. So I quit college and I loaded up my car and I drove to California because I was living in Oregon at the time. And I went to work for them. And maybe 6 months after I started, the company went bankrupt. So that was my first introduction to the games business. Was my company going bankrupt. And so I packed up my car and I moved back to Oregon, and I was going to enroll back in college and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, literally I was in my parents' kitchen, and I was about to head up to the university to have lunch with a friend, and it's like I walked out the door and the phone rang. And I'm like, oh, I really don't want to go back and answer that. And so I started to, head more out, and the phone kept ringing, and I finally went, fine, I'll answer it. And I just went back in and answered the phone. It was somebody from Lucasfilm, because they were looking for a Commodore 64 programmer, which was what I had done at the previous company, and I guess they had heard about me from someone that worked there. And I thought, wow, Lucasfilm. And I had no idea they made games. To me, Lucasfilm was Star Wars. And Indiana Jones, and I had no idea they made games. And so it's like, wow, Lucasfilm. So I packed up my car and I drove back to California. And I hadn't even got the job interview, right? I just moved back to California because I was getting that job. There was no way I was not getting that job. So I got the job.